Yes, once again, class, we are meeting today to talk about current environmental issues. We still just want to finish the module on nutrient cycle. How does human impact on the environment? I'm sure that is one of the last segment that we need to look at, looking at global warming, what is global warming and greenhouse effect, current environmental issues. So, without wasting any time, we want to talk about current environmental issues, some of the issues associated with environmental interactions to do with what? Some of the matters that are associated with environmental interaction, they are to do with air pollution. We have to talk about global warming. We have to talk about acid rain, basically our monoculture and overpopulation. These current environmental issues are very important and they forms part in our exams. So global warming, acid rain, monoculture, we're gonna discuss them right now. And greenhouse effect. Uh, we are talking about heat caused by infrared radiation is absorbed by greenhouse gases such as water vapor, carbon dioxide, and ozone and methane. Gases that are released into the atmosphere, they actually form they are released into the atmosphere, and we say that they result in what we call greenhouse gases, which are such as those ones that we have identified. So so what happens is that they actually absorbs the solar radiation. These gases actually absorb the solar radiation, and this slows down the rate at which it is kept from the atmosphere. So now the Earth is actually having a sheen. It is covered by by a blanket of gases, which actually avoids the release of the gas or of the heat from the Earth. So the greenhouse gases make up only about 1% of the Earth's atmosphere and regulate the climate by trapping heat. They trap heat and holding it in a kind of warm air blanket that surrounds the planet. So the Earth is surrounded by a blanket that causes the warming of it. Too much heat is now being trapped, and Earth it warms up. It results in warming up of the Earth. So what we are saying is what is the accumulation of gases in the atmosphere, which is caused by various release forms, which releases gas. Uh, we can talk about methane, that is gas from decomposing materials or dumping sites. We talk about industrial gases. We talk about gases from combustion, cars, exhaust, and all various forms, even human respiration. They release gases into the atmosphere. So what we are saying is these gases trap up Earth, they trap up heat, which results in what? In warming up of the Earth. So now, this is what we call global warming. So over the decades, human activities of burning natural gases, coal and oil, we call those fossil fuels in industries and driving cars, and so have created more greenhouse gases in the atmosphere than the ecosystem would need. So we have got those gases in the atmosphere than what is being converted or that is used by the ecosystem. This has caused air pollution. So air pollution, effects of air pollution is the issue to do with global warming, which is, we are saying, which affects the health of organisms, including even humans. People also suffer from pollution. We have got health diseases or health conditions that results from air pollution, which we need to understand. So again, we have got currently carbon dioxide accounts for more than 60% of the increased greenhouse gases, and the level of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere is increasing by over 10% every 20 years. Therefore, we are saying the amount of carbon dioxide that is in the atmosphere is rapidly increasing. We have talked about the carbon cycle in the previous presentation. Please refer and check on that forms or sources of carbon emissions that are resulting in these increases. More greenhouse gases mean more infrared radiation is trapped. This leads to a slow increase in the temperatures of the Earth's surface, and the air in the atmosphere, which we call global warming. We are saying increase in global temperatures because of gases that are in the atmosphere. So why is global warming an issue? It increases as global temperatures increases, they affect the biomes. They affect our biomes and animals and plants living in there. So the weather will change, placing South Africa, and places such as South Africa, they even become drier, which we talk about desertification. We talk about desertification, which is caused because of the drying out of of wetlands due to these temperature increases. So therefore, we have got such things happening there. And then obviously, global warming, our animals are going to be affected. Our vegetation is going to be affected, causing deterioration in their health, resulting in them dying out. We have got the slow changing out of savanna forest, rainforest into deserts, which is quite a challenging problem. And then the polar ice caps are also melting, and so the sea level is slowly rising. We talk about flooding. We talk resulting in flooding of of coastal coastal places, flooding of coastal places, and then that also results in problems that impact on human life. And then we have got acid rain, which is caused because of air pollution. Acid rain, factories and vehicles exhaust release pollutant gases into the air, such as we have talked about carbon dioxide, sulfur, and these dissolve in the atmosphere and form sulfuric acids and carbonic acids. The product is acidic rain, which is tend to earth as acid rain. So the acid rain actually it corrodes buildings, it burns plants, affecting their ability to photosynthesize, which means it affects their lives. So we are saying plants can die, and then it increases the acidity of the soils, affect human and animal life, and it acidifies water bodies, which we are talking about affecting affecting water living organisms. Water living organisms, they are also affecting water living organisms, they die. And also we have got damaging of plants and animals which are also in the waters there. So acid rain is quite a very different, and it's a very serious challenge that we can as well have. And then monoculture, it is continuous growing of one crop over the same piece of land repeatedly. So when plants are grown single crop year after year over a wide area, for therefore what does it do? It destroys the soil profile, it destroys our arable lands. So it causes farmers to use large amount of fertilizers to support growth and yield production, because there is yield depletion or fertility depletion from what from the from our soils because of monoculture. Monoculture, it also attracts pests and diseases, which also cause plants, which also cost farmers in terms of large amounts of pesticides being used. And fertilizers run off during rain and pollute the environment and harm our organisms as well. They harm our organisms as well. And overpopulation, uh, it can also result, is one of the environmental impacts that we need to talk about. Carrying capacity means the number of organisms that an environment resources can support is being exceeded, therefore we talk about overpopulation. So when the number of organisms exceeds the carrying capacity of its habitat, it means there is overpopulation. And then obviously it results in what? In environmental, it results in environmental degradation. It results in environmental degradation, environmental damage. We talk about affecting our ecosystems. Ecosystems are destabilized as a result of overpopulation. Overpopulation results in destabilization of ecosystems. We also have human numbers have increased to such an extent that overpopulation is causing many environmental problems. The earth's resources such as food, we talk about clean water, clean air, living space are limited and are running out, which are problems that are resulting from what? From overpopulation. And huge human population numbers also creating huge amount of waste that is that is not biodegradable, that do not decompose. So what does that do? It also polluting the land, polluting our land masses. So therefore, it's another problem that we can as well need to look at. So Classy, thank you very much for your time. I think with regards to term 3 work for grade 10, it is well, we are just going to continuously do revision. Please do check on posted videos that are there. We have got different biomes that are analyzed as preparatory exam term 3 work. We have got also the various ecosystems. We talk about the food webs. We talk about the nutrient cycles. They are the water cycle, nitrogen cycle, all those. Please refer to them. Don't forget to check, and they are there on our videos on the channel. Please keep on connected. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification button. Thank you very much, and have a beautiful stay. Matric Hub is there for us. Have a beautiful stay once again.